All right. Hello, good evening, and welcome everybody, north, south, east, west, all around the globe to the official Save Club launch Zoom webinar this Sunday, June 1st of
Great.
2025. Folks, you are here and you're about to make history with this company. I don't know if you got started when we first started pre-launching or if you're just here for the first time today, but this gentleman I'm going to introduce you to that's going to talk about this amazing opportunity, this company that helps people save money, but also allows people to make money helping people save money. What a concept. Not having to explain products, ingredients, all of that stuff. Just a simple concept of saving money and making money, helping people save money. It couldn't be any better. But I'd like to introduce a gentleman that I've known for about 17-ish years, I believe. A guy that's been on the front side of building massive organizations in the field of network marketing, home-based business, and affiliate marketing, to being on the backside of helping companies on the corporate side of things and manufacturing side of things and all facets of the direct sales industry. Servant-driven leader. I don't know how much he slept in the last 5 weeks, folks, because he just keeps pouring it out, pouring it on, meeting with vendors, going places, doing all sorts of stuff. I would like to turn this Zoom over to our amazing CEO and founder, Mr. Charles Mouy out.
Pete and I brought Pete down to a very special event that we were invited to meet with the top advertisers and brands globally. And it was just all the rage. People are talking about this is the top of the internet marketing industry, the biggest influencers, the biggest brands, and the biggest publishers in the world. Publishers are affiliates. We're talking about internet marketing companies. We sat down with companies that had hundreds of employees, and everybody is hot on what we're doing. They're very supportive of what we're doing. It's like we did 2 days back to back, and I don't think we had a dull minute. I mean, we were just with tables full of people that wanted to help us, give us access to these deals, and they know what we've got. Now, Pete and I, we were riding the train back from Carlsbad to San Diego, and we were talking about what a special position we're in with Save Club, because the other companies that have access to what we have coming out with our cashback app, with our international web portal, with our international travel deals, we're going to be able to reach the entire world. The other companies that are even able to play in this realm are all Fortune 100 companies, Fortune 50 companies, the biggest banks in the world, credit card companies, and there was a talk about card linked offers and cashback, and they had the two biggest aggregators when there's only a few of them, and they had two of the biggest and the best on stage, and they're talking about the barrier to entry and the years of development and the amount of teams that have to come on and the amount that it costs an advertiser out of pocket for their own teams to participate, tens of thousands of dollars just to give discounts out there, and how limited these deals are, and the reach of who can get to them. And I'm telling you guys, we have them all. The meetings that we did, we locked them down. We're talking about bringing in the biggest advertising budgets to Save Club, doing it through the app, doing it through the shopping portal. Both of them are queued up here for June. So yeah, launch month is upon us, and I knew from the very beginning when in April I was thinking, okay, let's turn this live May 1st for the pre-launch. But there were some other things happening, and we were ready to go. We fast-tracked our merchant accounts, and it was like, you know what? Let's actually pull the trigger and move this forward. Let's go live right there at the end of April. We can even get some bonuses, some global bonus pools. Some of you guys are part of those global bonus pools for April. And let's sneak in some more commissions in here so we can get people paid faster. That's what we're able to do because we're nimble. Now, also, to work with these big companies, they're slow. When these deals, these advertisers, they're frustrated because they're working with these massive banks and credit card companies, and it has to go through so many rounds of lawyers and the bureaucracy to get these things out there. With Save Club, we have such an elite, tight corporate team. We got in and we're able to activate all this stuff. I know it seems like forever, but it's only been a month. And what I'm not going to do is slow down the field from making money. And I'm not going to slow down our development team for pumping out new content, because more is more. And we've got this thing going, we've got this thing launched. Now let's get it out there as fast as possible. And our payment systems globally are getting a big upgrade this week. Something that's not easy. And Pete said he went and logged in. He goes, "Oh man, this is going to take a long time. It's there's banks involved, there's KYCs, there's BYCs, there's all these different processes." I go, "Yeah, none of this happens overnight, but we are moving at just a blazing pace right now to get this out." And where we sit right now is still like in the very infancy. And when I look at the other people that are in this space, there are these humongous companies that are bloated with bureaucracy, not as nimble, and guess what? None of them have an opportunity for you to get paid. None of them are redirecting these advertising dollars back to you. Maybe they got some cash back going on, but we'll meet or beat all their cash back. And just our innovative strategies to get these advertising dollars back into an opportunity is revolutionary. And I could see us going, back up there in a year from now and just having so much admiration from the brands coming to us because what we're able to do by creating fans for those customers, bringing the discounts to our customers, creating a win-win-win situation. I've never been more excited about a business that doesn't have a loser. I mean,
bro, we're going to need bodyguards next year. They were
yeah,
swarming us this year. I mean,
yeah,
just to back up what you're saying, I mean, I thought I had a front row view when I went to Vegas before we launched. This past week, when Charles came here, and he was so nice to take me with him. I wish you knew what I saw. It would blow your mind. Have faith. It's going to be insane. Like cashback match, card linking. The world doesn't even know what this stuff is yet. And even these big companies, they're like, how many people are doing card linking? And like 10% of the crowd raised their hand. And me and Charles are looking at each other like, we're going to do that in June. Like, what the heck is going on? So just get super fired up, guys. That's all.
Yeah, guys. And I take a lot of pride in being an innovative entrepreneur for our organization, where we really are the tip of the spear inside of the network marketing industry. We're the tip of the spear inside of the global $900 billion advertising industry, and we're really going to be leading this shift, this massive shift of where these advertising dollars are going. And even if we do like 1% of shift inside of this advertising dollars, we're talking about $1 billion of money redistributed to the people that take advantage of it. And it's us as Save Club affiliates that are the conduit between these big brands, these massive advancements in technologies, this shift in global advertising spend, and then people that desperately need to save money and that need to earn money. So I really feel that we're going to create a lot of prosperity for our affiliates. We're going to have a lot of savings for our customers, and we're just going to deliver it in the slickest ways, from the toolbars that are in our development path to the shopping portal to the global expansion. It's like back to back to back. And I'm going to share with you guys before we get off here our roadmap for June. It looks it is a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that we've got like 80% done. So I feel pretty confident to share
Charles,
it now. Yep.
A couple of people just asked if you can elaborate on maybe the cashback and card linking, and maybe just some, where we're headed for global international offers and savings. And for the person in Canada, I'm in Canada. You got to dig you don't have to dig very deep. There's a ton of savings here in Canada already, and there's more coming. So make sure you're looking close, put in your postal code and check that out. So back to you, Charles. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, from day one, starting this, and one of my biggest motivations to start the company was the discovery of card linking and this technology. So let me share with you what that is. There's a whole payment rail system that allows a advertiser. I'm going to use Sephora, because Sephora has a huge online shop, but they also have stores in the malls and the strip malls, all around the world. And Sephora needs to advertise. So how do they do that? Well, they could sponsor athletes or sponsor models. They could put full page ads inside magazines. They could put up billboards. They could do television. There's all these different ways that they could spend their advertising dollars, but they know that they're not effective. And they've spent less and less in magazines and less with models because it does it back out for them. And what they've decided to do, and we met with Sephora at the show. In fact, the Sephora sponsored a whole section of this conference. They had delicious fresh juices, and we were drinking the juices and everything. And so they decided to spend their advertising dollars on ethical bribes. And the way that they're going to give those cash back, the ethical bribe for the customers to come shop at Sephora, is they do it through card linking. And through the app and through the website, you'll be able to access a portal, or you'll be able to, through the app, put in your credit card information. You're not buying anything. You're just registering your card saying, I'm part of this deal. Then you go shop in the store, or you shop on their website. When your card is used, then they know that that was you, and the cash back will come back. So we're opening up this globally. And the conversations that we had were, we have to first get the buy-in from the advertisers, which we have lots and lots of them ready to go. Then we've got to set up the different region, because the sites that we give through Save Club, they're different. When we do the UK, which we met with Lux Rewards from the UK and Europe, it's different for Asia, it's different for Australia, it's different for Central and South America. So each time we open up a portal, you'll select it to your country and region. This is all technical backend stuff that's important for us to get right, because you want to get your cash back. But it's coming, Matt. And so I know everybody wishes that, like, day zero, we had the whole world opened up. But I'll tell you what, for us to secure these opportunities, to have the contracts sealed and ready to go, to have the apps in development, and these big networks working with us, when we don't even have 10,000 members, is just mind-boggling. Okay, it's because they believe in me. They believe in our mission. They see what we've, as a team, have been able to accomplish in just 6 weeks. I mean, Pete, when we sat down with Andrew for lunch, and this is the number one guy in the world, and I shared with him our numbers, and I shared with him our trajectory, he's like, okay. Because
he was late for a meeting because he couldn't stop listening. He was just like, that guy will wait for me. I want to hear more.
Yeah. And what we're going to be able to do here to create not just customers for these brands, but fanatical customers. When I'll just pick on Sephora some more, when they know that our customers are not only super excited about the cashback and appreciative of that, but that because they give us cashback, it gives us an opportunity to make money. Like we'll have the most loyal and excited group of customers and affiliates out there for the brand. And so this just goes all back to the foundation of what we set out to do with Save Club from the very beginning, which is to create a win-win-win-win scenario where there's not a losers. The advertisers are happy, the networkers are happy, the network is happy, our affiliates are happy, our customers are happy. And when we create something like that, it just, you can't lose. Everyone's winning. You create a no-lose situation, and this is what's going to get us to 10,000 members, 100,000 members, 500,000 members, 1 million members. And so, Matt, I really would love to just be like, hey, on this date, we're dropping this country, this country, this country, this country. It's a little bit more complicated than that. The reward is for you affiliates that have faith and you see what we're doing here. We've got a product, we're paying on time, and we're aggressively expanding this product. This month, we will be launching a portal, the cashback app. When you see how that works inside your business, it's going to explode your ability to create prospects. So right now you can invite people through the different funnels and landing page, but when you're able to give them something for free where they can start with the savings and really test drive what we have without spending anything, and you get to match their cash back, that's the exciting part. That's what's coming. So
and
yeah, man,
I
really would love to just give a date to everybody, but it's a
So I just want to say this, folks. And Charles, I don't mean to talk, folks. We are day one. We've only been in pre-launch for 5 weeks. We can't have everything yesterday, folks. You need to have skin like a rhinoceros. Let the arrows bounce off you. Like, we are still pioneering. Folks, it's coming. If you can't pioneer, then maybe you shouldn't be here yet. Just to be bold statement, and I don't want to tell anybody, but listen, you need to understand we are just day one, folks. Day one today, launch day. And everything's Charles working day and night. He's not sleeping very much to roll this stuff out. So I'm watching all the questions coming through, folks, and Charles is working on everything. So be patient. Day one, folks, you're here early.
Yeah, Matt,
if you can't handle being early, then just come back in a little while. That's all I'll say.
You know what, Matt,
in a very nice way.
Yeah, Matt,
Ahead,
that's a great point. And you know, when I was making the decision here to go get started in April, even before we had our first round of product going, I put it out there, and on all the early webinars, I was saying, look, if you want everything to be like locked and loaded, just wait till July or August, and this would be a no-brainer. But if you want the real opportunity, you want to be here early, you want to be able to reach these influencers, reach the affiliates, reach the real business builders that you get a check match, well, get in now and bring them here and just follow along, because, you know, with our levels of communication, you know, from our Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from the updates that we're committed to putting out, from the progress that you can see. And actually a big part of this call was to highlight all the different advancements that have come already in just the first, you know, 5-6 weeks of this company. And, you know, I get kind of freaked out myself. I'm like, man, I wish it was all here today, because I know exactly how you guys feel, because there's nobody out there that wants to see this vision in full effect, more so than myself. And you know, we're putting the effort and energy and the time. We're recruiting the best in the world to get this done as well. So if for whatever reason you don't see it, or you can't handle things not being live right now, please take a step back. Say, you know, if you got your position, just lock in your position and come back in like 30 days. Because at the beginning of every month, I'm going to be doing this same style call, which is the state of the company. And you'll see clearly, you know, we're going to say, we're doing this, and this. And then over the next 4 weeks, it's going to be done. And then we're going to go in July, and we're doing this, and this, and we're going to get it done. And the company is going to arrive at this destination, which we've already set forth, where we've got an app that is going to be extremely easy to share. It's a no-brainer why someone would use that to save money. Nobody is going to say no to that. Within the app, we have all the upsell funnels that are tied to our Powerline system, that are tied to these webinars, that are tied to getting people to become a member, getting people to become an affiliate. By the way, we don't even want to attract members at this point. Like, we don't even promote selling members. But I'll tell you what, as we get all these other things live, there's going to be plenty of people, because as we attract millions of members to the company, there's going to be plenty of people that don't want to build a business. They just want the savings. Now what's going to happen is a lot of those people are going to upgrade just because they'd be kind of dumb to just leave money on the table when all the systems really automate the upsells for them. But we're building this business and growing it up just like you would do an infant, you know, and we're just like this newborn, fresh out of the womb today situation. We've been really just kind of been incubating, you know, inside, and now day one, welcome to the world, Save Club. And as we grow from a baby to this, like, you know, this fetus, to this newborn, to this child and adolescent and teenager, we're going to get there really fast. You know, I was thinking about this earlier, about just kind of the rapid ascension from, you know, birth to full-blown adult, and how we're going to get that done in about 100 days total. It reminds me of like the Alien movies, when like the little alien busts out of the chest and it's like this nothing, and then it grows into this big monster, and it happens really fast. I mean, that's what's going to happen. And I'll tell you, these other companies, these network marketing companies, a lot of people aren't going to see this coming because it's going to happen so quickly. They're just no one. You guys aren't going to be effective enough to reach everybody, and there's going to be people that arrive at that are invited to this company in 100 days and be like, "Where did this thing come from? Like, how many 5-stars do you have in the company? You've got this many people earning big time income. Like, how did that happen so fast?" And that's really the trajectory that we're on right now. And going back and just looking at the numbers and looking at our recognition and our leaderboards there. There is a lot to celebrate, and where we're at today and where we're going to get to in the next 30 days, it's going to be one of these journeys you're going to look back on. And for those of you that are working, getting your enrollments, staying engaged, you're going to have this period of time. You're saying, well, that summer of 2025, that was the turning point for me financially. I was able to reach my freedom number and cover my bills, help my team members do the same thing, get to this earning where it's this passive income earning that just you're not seeing in network marketing. I was told today by one of our leaders, one of our 4-stars, that they go, "Hey, it's day 1 and I'm already a 3-star. I love the VIP." So like the orders are already in there, and it shows that you've got the VIPs locked in, and he already qualified as a 3-star day 1. He hasn't had any of the auto ships hit, and he's already qualified there. And that's what's going to happen. We've got some really trick things built into this plan that are here to deliver you the passive residual income that this industry has promised and really kind of lost its way, I'd say, over the last decade or so. And restoring the laptop lifestyle, this passive residual income, product where everybody wins, and we are on track to hit all these things. And I just can't wait to make these announcements over the next this month, the next month, and we'll get to a point, and maybe I'll go back to this webinar, on our little birthday here. We will reach a point in the company where we hit critical mass, and that's where we've got enough affiliates that are full-time, and we've got enough people using the product for the sake of the product, really nothing else, just the fact that the product is awesome. And if we took the product away from them, they'd be mad because they'd be spending more money than they're currently doing. When we reach that point of critical mass, and our advanced marketing systems and AI and just position in the world, when we reach that spot and the company just goes straight hyper growth, it's going to be exciting to see all of your checks, basically 10x. When we go from 100,000 members to 1 million members, and that happens in I'm guessing a relatively short amount of time, maybe 3 or 4 months, it's going to be another day of celebration.